The New York Yankees ace didn't have his finest outing in the nation's capital on Tuesday. Gerrit Cole allowed 3 runs on 6 hits, including 2 homers back-to-back in the 4th inning. If you're a fan of the Yankees, write "Go Yankees" in the comments and subscribe to the channel. Cole sounded off on each of the home run pitches via Yes Network. "I think I pitched well out of traffic, had good stuff and pretty good command. Ultimately they beat me today, so it just is what it is. Yeah, I thought we executed both pitches pretty well, but they were the wrong pitch and they put great swings on him," Cole said. Here's the thing though, Cole didn't give up those long balls to big-time power hitters. Designated hitter Andres Chaparro's dinger was his first of the season, while third baseman Jose Tena's was only his second. That definitely stings, but Cole still thought highly of his outing. He mentioned that despite the result, he felt his pitching was solid overall. Cole's comments might not sit well with the New York fanbase. Losing to a team with a 60-73 record as the season gets serious can be tough to swallow, and appearing somewhat content with the result wouldn't have been acceptable during George Steinbrenner's days. But hey, these are different times, right? So, should Yankees fans be concerned about Cole's performance? Or will this just be a minor blip on the radar? Keep in mind, Gerrit Cole has been pretty reliable for the Yankees lately. The man has been dealing. New York starting pitcher had allowed just 3 runs and no homers across his previous 4 starts before Tuesday's game, so he's definitely earned a bit of a pass. Plus, let's be real, his supporting cast didn't exactly do him any favors this time around. One of the culprits in the loss was catcher Jose Trevino, who had a couple of costly errors, one being a wild throw to first base and another that sailed past second base in the 6th inning. Trevino himself acknowledged the tough inning and said, "Gotta make some plays for him, Cole." By then, Cole was already out of the game, but New York's defensive miscues allowed the Nationals to score their 4th run, which made it even harder for the Yankees to stage a comeback. The Yankees definitely need Cole to string together a few lockdown outings moving forward, especially if they want to maintain their lead in the AL East. The former Pittsburgh Pirate has been sharp lately, and Tuesday's outing was more of an exception than the norm. Still, the Yankees can't afford to play sloppy defense if they want to keep their postseason hopes alive. Before we wrap up, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on your favorite team. We've got tons of content coming your way, and you don't want to miss out on any of it. The Yankees have run out of reasons not to call up their top prospect, Jasson Dominguez. He's been tearing it up in AAA after recovering from injuries, showing off his skills with a .344/.412/.525/ line over his last 15 games. The guy is stealing bases, making contact, and looking every bit like the hitter who stormed through 3 different levels last season. If you are a fan of the Yankees, write "Go Yankees" in the comments and subscribe to the channel. The Yankees have been holding back Dominguez to preserve his rookie eligibility for next year, which could make him a serious contender for Rookie of the Year and potentially earn the team an extra draft pick. But now that he's healthy and performing at a high level, there's no good reason to keep him in the minors any longer. The Yankees can bring him up and still maintain his rookie status for 2025, so why wait? One of the concerns was Dominguez's performance after returning from the IL, where he struggled initially. But lately, he's adjusted and is back to being the player the Yankees need, especially in left field. With his powerful swing and speed, Dominguez could bring some much-needed firepower to the bottom of the Yankees lineup. Sure, his home run power might still be recovering from off-season elbow surgery, but the potential is there, and it's only a matter of time before he starts launching bombs again. And let's talk about the ballpark factors. Scranton, where Dominguez has been playing, isn't exactly a hitter's paradise. It suppresses runs with a park factor of 95, similar to San Francisco's Oracle Park. So, while Dominguez hasn't been hitting tons of homers, it's worth noting that the environment might be holding him back. Yankee Stadium, with its slightly more hitter-friendly conditions, could be the perfect place for him to really break out. Dominguez's numbers are impressive, especially when you consider that he's running a 90.9% zone contact rate and has a 108 miles per hour 90th percentile exit velocity. That kind of combo usually signals a player who's about to do something special. Even though the defensive side of his game might raise some eyebrows, the offense he could bring to the table is worth the risk. The Yankees have a chance to add a dynamic player to their lineup without making any major roster moves by September 1st when the roster expands. It's the perfect time for Jasson Dominguez, the Martian, to land in the Bronx and make his mark. The excitement around his potential is through the roof, and there's every reason to believe he could be a key player for the Yankees down the stretch. There's certainly going to be plenty of speculation across Major League Baseball over the next few months. There isn't too much time left in the regular season, and soon enough, the playoffs will be here. After the World Series ends, the full focus will turn to free agency. The New York Yankees will be an interesting team to watch. New York's top priority certainly will be superstar slugger Juan Soto. He is a generational talent, and the Yankees should do everything they can to keep him in town for the foreseeable future. If Soto ends up leaving in free agency, New York will have to find a way to try to fill the hole in the middle of the lineup. If you are a fan of the Yankees, write "Go Yankees" in the comments and subscribe to the channel. Now, here's the juicy part that's got everyone talking. New York could use some help at third base, and this has led some to wonder if the Yankees could look to Houston Astros third baseman Alex Bregman, who will be a free agent. Bregman would be a great option, right? I mean, the guy's got skills, no doubt about it. But here's the catch. According to Bleacher Report's Tim Kelly, it's pretty unlikely that the Yankees will go after him. And why is that, you ask? Well, it's all tied back to the Astros sign-stealing scandal that's still leaving a bad taste in everyone's mouth. Kelly laid it out like this. There seemed to be a feeling prior to the 2024 season that this would probably be it for Alex Bregman in Houston, with the Scott Boras client likely to test free agency and go to the highest bidder. But here's the kicker, Bregman has some things working against him. First off, he got off to a freezing cold start to his contract year, batting just .219 with a .652 OPS at the end of May. But more importantly, his connection to the 2017 Astros sign-stealing scandal might cause teams that would usually be interested, like the Los Angeles Dodgers and yes, our beloved Yankees, to steer clear. So, while the Yankees will definitely be looking to make some big moves this winter, it seems like Bregman won't be donning the pinstripes anytime soon. It's tough because you know the Yankees are always on the lookout for top-tier talent, but sometimes the baggage is just too heavy to carry. Before we wrap this up, if you're enjoying this inside scoop and want to stay in the loop with all things Yankees, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss out on any of the action, especially with the off-season coming up. Now, to sum it all up, the Yankees are in a crucial spot heading into the off-season, with Juan Soto being the main focus. However, despite the need for a solid third baseman, it's unlikely the Yankees will pursue Alex Bregman due to his shaky start to the season and, more significantly, his ties to the infamous Astros scandal. Yankees fans, buckle up because we've got some news that might just be the secret ingredient for a deep postseason run. The Yankees have made a move that could fly under the radar for most people, but it's one that could pay huge dividends when it counts the most. They've picked up outfielder Duke Ellis, a guy who's been bouncing around teams this season but has one standout attribute that could be a game-changer: speed. If you are a fan of the Yankees, write "Go Yankees" in the comments and subscribe to the channel. Now, Ellis might not be the name on everyone's lips. He's not going to blow you away with his batting stats, that's for sure. He's 0 for 4 in his brief major league stint and hasn't exactly lit up the minors with his bat. But what he lacks at the plate, he more than makes up for with his legs. This guy is lightning fast. He swiped 4 bases in as many attempts with the White Sox earlier this year, and in his minor league career, he's stolen 134 bases out of 152 tries. That's an 88% success rate, folks. And this is exactly why the Yankees brought him on board. We're heading into crunch time, and every edge counts. Imagine the scenario. Late in a tied postseason game, and Aaron Boone sends Ellis to pinch run. Suddenly, that walk or single just turned into a double or triple, thanks to Ellis's wheels. And don't even get me started on extra innings. Ellis could be the ghost runner that haunts the other team's nightmares. Sure, Duke Ellis isn't making headlines just yet, but there's a real possibility that his name could be one we're all talking about come playoff time. The Yankees are clearly looking for every possible advantage to secure that 28th championship, and Ellis's speed could be that secret weapon they need to tip the scales in their favor. Before we wrap up, if you're excited about what the postseason might bring and want to stay in the loop with all the latest Yankees updates, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss a single moment as the Bombers chase another title. So what do you think? Could Duke Ellis be the key to a deep postseason run? Or is this just a minor move in the grand scheme of things? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.